brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. And he'll get this to the 24-yard line, and that's where the opening drive of the game will begin.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On play action, here's Darnold. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
24-yard line.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Jair Brown on the tackle.
26. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now, Darnold. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a first down. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Now they'll pitch it out here. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
Here's Darnold. Moving to his left. And he thought about throwing it away, but he can't get rid of it, and that's going to go down as a sack.
I understand what he's trying to do, Mike. He's thinking, can I extend this play? Can I get out of the pocket and buy some time for my receivers? But on these early downs, that's a ball that just needs to be thrown away.
The run game not helping him out those last 2 plays, thus 3rd and 16. Darnold now to throw. Exiting the pocket right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
For the Seahawks.
Dixon on. He punts it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Byron Murphy there on the stop. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now, Watkins on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
At the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. That's going to be intercepted. Now the point after drop from Myers. It's up and through. And the Seahawks move out on top 14-0. So after one, 14-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment.
Jason Myers to kick off.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. He'll push forward for about a yard. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And now 3rd, they only need 2 yards. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Going up top for Evans. He gets free. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Corey Horton now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. Moving outside the pocket. That one is is incomplete. Man, that was something. What an adventure. Out of the pocket, looking for something downfield. Cannot connect. And it was an exciting incompletion. On second down, it's Darnold. Headed left, buying time. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. Flush to his right. And time's up in the pocket. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Here's Michael Dixon now. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Seattle after this. On comes the punter now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
Sets up a 1st down and goal.
They'll run here, and it's Charbonnet. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. On the sneak, it's Darnold, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd
Timeout
and
Seahawks.
goal.
That is their 2nd. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught. Touchdown Seahawks. Myers now to add the PAT. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. This is fielded inside the 5. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Purdy on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
22-yard line.
From the gun, it's Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
3rd down.
3rd and a yard. To throw, Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
A gain of 14.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. They'll go play action. Purdy going up top for Evans. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Purdy going to put it up again. Down the left sideline.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers are back within 6.
14. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. Darnold to throw on first down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Take a shot. Downfield, looking for Cup. That is over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
A give for McCaffrey running right. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Going up top for Evans. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked up by Nick Emanwari.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes...
Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw.
By the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A run here with McCaffrey. Not much. 2nd and long coming up.
McCaffrey on the carry. The tackle made by Julian Love. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That is caught. And he's going to take it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker down, but it looks like this one's going to hold up. Pinheiro on for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers have taken the lead by a point here in the 3rd.
21. Seahawks 20. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. off the play fake. It's Darnold. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like you just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator, understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time, take what's there, sustain the drive.
In motion is Barner. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. It's complete. He's got Huff. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
At the 45-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. That's Michael Williams in on the tackle.
49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 10 yards.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Charbonnet. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 39-yard line.
And they will not run another play. That'll do it. The end of the third. Ball on the 39. Here's second and 8. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And he will finally be brought down. That was something a little more than a mix-up. That was an outright catastrophe.
Well, Mike, we've seen a lot, but I can't pretend to say that we've seen it all, because I have to be honest, I've never really seen a guy go backwards that far, and have to imagine he's going to get a lot of sideways glances and eye rolls when he finds himself back on this sideline.
Out to his right, taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Mustafa. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
They face second down, 8 yards to go. Now Purdy. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it's going to be third down. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range. As you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Throwing right, it's taken in. All 3 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10.
That's another Seahawks 1st down.
Darnold. Thrown left side, the catch is made.
There's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to run it in. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's 1st down. McCaffrey. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw. A throw there on 2nd down. Going to be incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Here's a run inside, and it's Charbonnet. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. First carry here for Jadarian Price. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up
Here now, 3rd and 5. Now, Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll go play action with Darnold. Escaping to his left. And he'll be brought down there. And they'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Seahawks. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one.
It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Giants. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And away we go from East Rutherford. Xavier Gibson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Dart starting with a pass here. Escapes the pocket. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Now here's Cam Scattergood on the ground. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play block. That's going to set them up with a 1st down. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
Has him on the quick hitter. He's tackled after a gain of about 13, and that will make it 1st down Giants.
15 more yards. That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On second down, Dart. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
He's brought down here, but they will take it 18 yards and a first. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. You want to get that century mark. That's a number that running backs are proud of, and stacking runs like that will sure help.
Passing quick here with the pass rush, fast enough to match it, on and in time to alter that throw, and it falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Your start now. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the first and goal.
And the Giants, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the red zone on first. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. We're going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Pitch play. It's Scatterboo. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 8 yards, and now only inches to go on third down.
Is that not a
Now we
touchdown?
get to a very interesting
got
call
pushed
on
into the
third
end
down.
zone.
Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error? Just a single yard to go.
That's a line. That's a touchdown.
Scatterboo again.
Oh, come on.
And this is going to end behind the line. A great stop down in close. So let's see if they want to risk it now on fourth and goal. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. They'll go. Here's Dart. And the defender comes away with it. And the Chargers get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Look at
Is a turnover on downs.
beautiful job all the way.
Chargers getting set. First and 10. Herbert throwing right away. Throw is there for Rondé Gadsden. He's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. The Giants using their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Here's Herbert. going down. They make the play at the 11. Shelby Harris. And now they're going to need some help. This is a 3rd and 18. Herbert back to throw. Hits him downfield. This is Harris. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first. Now, Brock, still awaiting our first points of this game, and we've arrived at our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side.
That's what I want to do again. I got a win shot. Like a freaking 7-game losing
See how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Throwing now, Herbert. That's complete, David Njoku. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
And the Chargers first down.
Shotgun give to Hampton. This is ahead for about 5. Making the tackle, Shelby Harris. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
2nd and 5.
Working on 2nd down. Herbert. A throw right side, caught by Njoku. He's going to be forced out following a gain of about 10. And that's going to be a Los Angeles first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Herbert's on 1st and 10. And he has started this game perfect, connecting on all 4 passes after that last one. As the hook up again to Njoku. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. It's Hampton on 2nd. And he is stopped. They get to him inches from a touchdown. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
Hampton punches it in for the LA touchdown.
Touchdown, LA.
No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball, and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Back to work after throwing the pick. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scanaboo. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that's going to set up a Giants first down. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Austin makes the grab downfield. He does it. Touchdown, New York.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
That one splits the uprights. And that ties things at 7.
Ties the game at 7.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. This makes it up to the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Play action now for Herbert. And they're going to take him down. Pressure gets to him at the 15. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Herbert. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. We're seeing this more and more these days, Brock. Not content to just run out this half. Seems like they're going to keep pushing with the time they've got remaining.
Every one of these possessions, Kate, is so valuable. And I think what you've got to do as a quarterback there is reinforce.
And they're not going to get anything done as he's brought to the ground for a sack. So that is how our first half will end. Who knows when the deciding moment will come. We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Phillips.
Herbert's pass intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. And they'll pitch it out to him. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. To throw. Here's Dart. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Tuli Pulotu in for the tackle.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Darts looking to throw. Short pass brought in. A little excitement on that completion, but in the end, not able to challenge for the first down. It's 4th down.
An 8-yard gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They're going for this. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. So they let first down stand since it worked out well for them. The penalty declined. That brings up 2nd and 10. Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty.
Bro, come on. I know we got the dub, but does it really count? So we're going to replay with the Giants.
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Up next, it's our main event between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Giants.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And we're off from MetLife. Xavier Gipson now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Scatterboo gets it here to begin the drive. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play block. That's going to set them up with a 1st down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that gets the ball rolling.
Here goes Dart to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch, and hit got there quickly. Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on 2nd down. Back to throw, here starts. And it's going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up 3rd down.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad just could not haul it in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now Dart. This finds Austin, complete. And give him the 1st down. Winds up with about 6 on that play before he stopped.
And the Giants 1st down.
From the gun, it's Tracy. No one's around him. He's got space. And a big chunk picked up on that play. Over 20, and he gets him the 1st.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard
Scatterboo
line.
now from the gun. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7.
The tackle by Denzel
Already we're
Perryman.
seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10.
And he gets home. Touchdown, Giants. Cam Scatterboo capping a 7-play scoring drive. And he misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0. So after the missed extra point, he is still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
Exactly 1 minute to work with in this opening quarter. On the play fake, it's Herbert. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Herbert now. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. A 3rd down give to Hampton. And he's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. That picks them up to 1st.
43-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
Hampton on the pitch. He's up again. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. And that is the end of our 1st quarter. Our score, 6-0. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He's under pressure. He's not going to get away. They take him down at the 30. Abdul Carter. And it's going to be 2nd and 16 now coming up.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. On the quick slant, it's Johnson. And he gets home. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Quentin Johnston, a 30-yard score.
Los Angeles.
I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
The kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Gibson now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. From the pistol, give to Scanabu. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, Dart. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Dart back to throw. And he's not going to get away. Pressure takes him down at the 19. Khalil Mack. And that's going to bring up 4th and 19 now. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. They'll go. Here's Dart. This is a heater going deep. They connect on the deep shot. It's a New York touchdown. So no mistaking that play call.
Yeah, that's my boy Calvin.
On deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
And this one, thankfully, not off the mark because this one is up and through.
Giants 13, Chargers 7.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So 1st down from the 41. Draw play here, Hampton. And he's got 4 on the run, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Herbert back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And the defender is there with him every step of the way downfield to make the hit and break up that catch. It's 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And this one even get back to the line, Brock. Hit erased any chance of that one. It's incomplete. 4th down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. But that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Dart setting in the throw here. laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Giants, first down. First and 10.
And off to Scattergood from the gun. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about will power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run. And a great try with that first down.
They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. Nickel look by the Chargers here. Third down. Going play action with Dart. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got fourth down. All right, here we go. They nearly gave it away on the pick, but the offense still out there. They're looking for 6. Here we go on fourth. Dart. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, a 17-yard score. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here.
And it's another miss. His second extra point has been off the mark. So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Now Herbert to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown.
Touchdown, LA.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Push this one, but it sneaks inside the upright. And that drops this lead down to 5.
Chargers 14.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Gibson now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. One final shot before the half. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. To the line on first and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. First play, they'll give it to Hampton. And they get him down after a gain of 10, but great effort on his part. Pays off with the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. They break the huddle. It's second down now.
Brings up second and 12. At the
throwing now, Herbert. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Wilson and Devo's got it. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. It's a pick for 6.
Oh my god, it took us 8 losses in a row, but we finally fucking won. Oh my god, it took us...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. But tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And off we go from Jacksonville.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Up the middle, it's Tootin. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's a second down and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Lawrence will throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the handoff, Tootin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly senses run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that one's going to come up short. Low throw.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys
I like
beyond that circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Allen going to throw. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And the Jags are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On play action, Lawrence. And this one's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
For the Jaguars field goal. A 73-yard attempt.
is to be expected. This is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
Second and 8 at the Jaguars' 35-yard line.
Motion man is Shakir. They pitch it out to Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here we go now on first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Cook. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I get the thought process. Third and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for two.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point conversion.
Motion man is Shakir. Allen will try to throw for it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Bills 6, Jaguars nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
2nd and 12 at the 2-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Now inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 57 yards. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Bills 14, Jaguars nothing.
And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
And now, how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course, is a penalty.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Allen from the gun on 3rd down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Tootin. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Here's Lawrence. And this one too low.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Motion man is Shakir. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. The 20, 5, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And oh, it's wide right. No good.
Tyler Bass.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Running straight ahead with Tootin. Fights off the defender. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
The toss here to Tootin, running right. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having, because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Moore, the man in motion. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
10-yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Now this time, Allen will throw. That is caught. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call it.
Alright guys, I think we're going to end the live stream right there. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And we'll catch you tomorrow afternoon for part 5. But don't forget to tune into the channel later tonight, because we will be live on Max Chicken Millin. Peace.